my channel, Patient Poetry Peeps. My name's Filet Mignon, coming to you from the studio of Medium Rare Poetry. First of all, I must apologise for my extended absence from YouTube, but my wife, Filet Mignon, and I jumped in our caravan at the beginning of October last year, 2023, and went on a 2-month tour, which was just lovely. And then when we returned, we decided to embark on a major landscaping project around our home where we ripped up boardwalks, we replaced them with handmade, hand-mixed concrete stepping stones surrounded by beautiful decorative gravel. We raised garden beds, we shifted plants, we did all sorts of stuff in the garden because we are very proud of our garden. So while that was happening, the temperature in southeast Queensland began to rise, and so most of the last 2 months or more we've had temperatures in the mid to high 30s Celsius with humidity at 85% plus. So here in subtropical Queensland, we were having Darwin weather, which is in tropical far north Australia. And it was pretty horrific. You just had a sweat when you had a thought. Anyway, so I couldn't get into this little studio of mine because it's basically a storage room at the back of my garage, and it is 2 meters by 2 meters and just turns into an oven when it's hot. But anyway, today, we're in sort of early February, the temperature has plummeted to 29 degrees Celsius, and the humidity is a much more pleasant 70%. So I'm not melting before your very eyes. Anyway, so today's poem comes from my playlist 45 Shades of Orange, which is all things relating to Donald J. Trump. Now, Donald, on the 14th of June last year, turned 77. So I wrote this poem just before his birthday. He also was having some trouble with a special prosecutor by the name of Jack Smith, whose birthday was on, let me check, the 5th of June 2023. So that makes them both Geminis. So that spurred this poem. So I hope you like 77 Sunset Trip. 77 Sunset Trip by Filet Mignon. DJT's birthday was just days away. Around Mar-a-Lago the feeling was gay. The palm trees were straightened and festooned with lights, the garden beds planted with floral delights. The cracks in the walls were to be re-cemented by cheap suntan boys who were undocumented. Their wives set to polishing bathrooms and halls and washed the arena where Don held his balls. The guest list was splendid, a black tie affair. The richer the better, and grift was the snare. Presents were welcomed and gold was the theme, or cash in brown envelopes stretched at the seams. Leaders of countries once deemed to be foes, arriving with bundles of quids, pros and quos. They all had been furnished with secrets galore, now eager to see how much more was in store. The postman's vehicle was much overloaded. The weight was so great that the contents exploded. With letters and cards hailed him 77. The DOJ posted their cards 37. Their greetings demolished the sense of excitement, for each one revealing a fresh new indictment. So 45 vented his spleen on Truth Social, the only place left where his lies could be vocal. So come birthday eve, saw Don courtside again, with Serious Smith holding on to his reign. See, Jack had his birthday a few days before, and Trump sent no card, and well,
That made him sore. The charges were red, and my what a collage! Obstruction and stealing and espionage. The latter meant hanging in history's past tense, the scaffold provided by ghostly Mike Pence. Let's not jump the gun, they released him on bail, a temporary stay before heading to jail. Next day was his birthday with his grand old party, with rusted-on maggers, all hail and some hearty. But when he got home, Mar-a-Lago was bare. Astonishment caused his old eyeballs to stare. His cake was impressive, and that made him smile. He took one great chomp and bit into a file. A practical brain is not Don's, you'd infer. A file only useful for hand manicure. Bereft of all friends, he just cuddled his pillow and sang to himself, "I'm a jolly good fellow." The rats had abandoned SS45. His next re-election had taken a dive. His total existence was now on the slip. At 77, 'twas Don's sunset trip.
Well, that was a birthday Donald would rather forget. But anyway, things are going from bad to worse, which will be chronicled in the next 2 videos I'm going to upload for you. So I hope you liked today's poem, and please subscribe and like and share this video, and press the notification bell so YouTube can tell you when I'm going to pop something else up onto YouTube, and hopefully you won't have to wait so long. Thank you so much for listening, and have a beautiful day. Bye bye for now.